You guys are good with the intro stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're
We're
live.
pros now.
We're live.
Hello.
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 Welcome.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Speaking of Anime channel of the Talk Anime to Me podcast, number 30. That's the
There it
confirmation that we're streaming.
Hey, that's a
Number
new sound.
30. We are talking today about the Promised Neverland and Okko's Inn.
Yes.
Before we go any further, there will be spoilers ahead.
Major spoilers.
Major spoilers. Lots. But from there, I can now introduce all of us. I am your host, Mark Selby, and with me, joining me today is...
Krista.
Daisy.
Immunity Zero.
Hey!
We did it.
We did it. Flawless
Oh,
victory.
yeah. Flawless.
I have the urge every time to be like, "Hi, I'm Daisy."
You should sometime. That would be great.
Yeah.
How's everyone? How are
Good
we?
man. I've had a crazy month, but I'm good.
Crazy month?
Pretty fantastic.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
It's the end of summer, so
Thank
Oh yeah, it looks like my
God.
summer vacation is over. Oh, I should have saved that for Daisy. Oh, sorry.
Fine. I wouldn't have thought of it.
I've been thinking about that like constantly. Dylan said yesterday to me, he was like, "Oh no, summer's over," and I literally looked at him all seriousness, and I just said that, and he was like, "Wow."
Mhm.
I
Man.
mean, I agree. Wow.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Bringing up my past. How dare.
Punch me in the face. But yeah, I don't know. Not too much news happened with me. I just started doing the art for this app that's going to be on the iStore. What is it? Apple Store. I don't have an iPhone.
Nice.
yeah.
The Apple Store at some point. I think it's in testing phase right now. So yeah,
Nice.
that's new with me. That's it. I think I showed.
Nice.
Yeah, I showed Mark some stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Been drawing some slimes. I might post them on Twitter. I might post some of my artwork for that. But yeah,
Some slimes, you say?
some slimes.
Did you
Yeah.
reincarnate yourself to become a
Did you get reincarnated with the
Funny you say that because I was like, you know what? The eyes on that slime from that time I was reincarnated as a slime, like the anime. I was like, you know what? Those are perfect slime eyes, and I use
Yeah.
them on my slime. They look good, so whatever. They look perfect. I give it a mouth too. I'm gonna post it on Twitter at some point. I wanted to recolor it because I thought it didn't look great, but yeah. Anyways, what's new with everybody else?
I don't like that laugh. Besides watching this anime and working a lot, I also watched. I'm now caught up on season 2 of Fruit Baskets. Fruit
Woo!
Basket.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
Really good. Yeah. I have
Yeah.
notes on that one. That's for
Same.
another time, though.
You could do like a special stream of that sometime if you wanted.
Possibly.
Two's not even done yet, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like when the second season's done, if you guys wanted, we could just,
yeah.
you know, I want to watch that too. You know, we could just randomly do it if we wanted to. Just
For
saying, at some point, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I like doing random stuff, like when Mark and I did the review of the Konosuba movie. That was fun. I like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make it a special one.
Yeah, it could be like a fun extra stream.
This is your monthly special, and because we're just obsessed.
Yeah, right. It's quarantine, so I mean, it's fair. You know, there's like nothing else to do.
Right.
The only second season that we would never do is Happy Sugar Life. So,
Yeah. Cancel
Um,
that, please. Who's putting funding
Cabinet of the
into it?
Iron Fortress.
I would understand putting funding into that 100 years before I would ever understand putting funding
True.
into Happy
No, absolutely. I still wouldn't watch it a second season.
Like if you were a kid, right? If you were like really young, like a preteen, and or like maybe even like a really young teenager, and you watch Happy Sugar Life, I could understand if you liked it, cause you know what I mean. Like you don't really
You're not
Right.
mature enough for the
Yeah, you
fucking
understand
theme.
why that's not okay, or
You're
maybe
trying
you
to
do,
find
but
your
like,
edge.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, as an adult, if you're watching that show and you're like, "This is good,"
That's
kill
not the new straight edge, I tell you that.
You have a problem.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's get into the recap of the Promised Neverland. Take it
Yeah.
away, Mark.
Well,
Whoa.
Promise Neverland is 12 episodes, and it was really good. It's
I like.
unlike.
I thought it was more because of Hulu and the way they do their episodes.
Oh, because it's like dubbed in the.
Yeah. They count the dubbed and the subbed
Yes,
as yeah.
Watched on Crunchyroll, so I knew what I was getting into.
Promise Neverland is about a bunch of orphans who find out that they're more than just orphans and are trying to escape an orphanage.
Orphans in an orphanage.
Trying to escape an orphanage.
I mean, yeah, that about sound that.
I mean, that's the non-spoiler way.
Yeah.
Just say it. Now, if we want the spoiler way, some orphans find out that they are being raised on a farm for demons to eat.
Their brains specifically.
Look,
And then
it's
they're
what the
going
village should have been.
Right?
away. Ooh.
But honestly, okay, spoilers for The Village if you haven't seen it.
Hey, it's been
Like-
16 years, so go
Right.
fucking watch it.
They've
Right,
had
honestly,
time.
seriously. Anything that we talk about in this friggin' podcast is probably a spoiler. But like the ending of that really got me the first time I watched it, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say it was a good movie. But it was like interesting. So I kinda liked it. But I don't know, man.
It's one of his better twists.
Yeah.
And we're going way off topic here, but it's
Yeah.
one of his better twists. I think it's a better twist than Sixth Sense.
What was the twist in the like Avatar movie? Was it just that it sucked? Was that the twist?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like Will Smith trying to act.
Oh.
No.
Thinking he could make a movie with his son. No,
Good.
that's the twist.
I didn't think I've seen that one. Is that the one where I didn't know that was him that made that movie? I
Sorry,
never seen that.
I'm thinking
It was
after.
like Planet or whatever it's called.
You were thinking After Earth.
Yeah,
After-
Yeah,
my
the one
bad.
with his son, Jaden.
Planet.
I guess the joke's on me.
You fool.
Get your shit right, bro.
So we described this anime to each other when we were talking a lot the last podcast. I forgot it was like a horror anime until the very end of the first episode, and I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, psychological horror done right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I was like, oh.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, going into this one, The Promised Neverland, after the first episode, I was caught off guard. I'm like, what is this?
Same.
So-
Like I knew it was gonna be, like a horror or some kind, like some kind of horror, but I wasn't sure what to really expect. Like from what I had seen, because I think I saw like an AMV of it or something, or it was in something, and I had like, I thought there was going to be like something like some weird creature in a cave or something. Like that's kind of what I was expecting going into it, but I didn't like. I totally took me off guard when they were like, "Oh yeah, there's fucking aliens and they're a harvest."
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, what? Whoa!"
And they
when-
see what happened to Connie. I was like,
Oh.
whoa.
And the first
Oh.
episode, I thought it was going to go so much faster after that, but it was like,
Yeah.
it went so much slower than I thought it would. Holy shit.
When
Oh
I
my
started
God.
watching it, I knew nothing about it. I didn't read any synopsis. I didn't watch any preview, nothing. I just went straight into it, and I watched it on HBO Max because I just got that thing, and it's fantabulous. If you don't
Nice.
have it, get it. This is not an ad for AT&T, but just get the shit.
Sponsor us.
But yeah, if you're listening,
Don't worry about that.
that was awesome.
Do not worry about that one. No, stop calling. Bad.
I mean, the opening theme is on like the same caliber, which is amazing.
Oh my God, I love the opening theme, but every single time it played, I would always be like, no, 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 no,
Right?
no. And I couldn't help but do it out loud. I was like, you can't not play that and not expect me to do that every single fucking time. Like, come on.
I didn't hold that against the anime, but I hated that.
Yeah, I put it on my
The
playlist.
rest of it, but like that, I could not do it. I liked it, but like it was just like Dylan does this thing every time I watch an anime where he'll always just like imitate like the intro or something, and he really had a field day with that one. It was really funny.
In reality, Dylan's just like making little short clips of you dancing to every anime opening.
Honestly.
And after 10 years, he's going to put it on YouTube and be like, this is my...
So, side note for the opening, the band that did it, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know if it's like Uberworld or Otherworld.
Yeah, I love that.
They did the opening for Bleach.
They did. Oh,
nice.
I knew, yeah, dude, they're so good. I love them. They're great. They do great music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my wife watched it with me because she was like, psychological horror that isn't edgelord shit. Okay.
She's
and
like,
she was like, after the first episode, she was like, so this could be a really good creepypasta.
right? Ooh.
And she loved
write
it.
her story like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like based on this,
Yeah.
but like not like exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you should totally do that. That would be great.
So,
Well-
while I was looking at some of the reviews, because I always look at other people's reviews too, just get an idea of like what other people think. A lot of people are actually slamming the anime and being like, it's not as good as the manga because the manga emphasizes like a lot of inner dialogue that makes it like more psychological horror than it is in the anime. And I'm like, so it's
But that
worth...
doesn't make the anime not good.
Yeah, and I agree. I was like, this anime is like I said with the Hulu thing, I was like, more. I was like, what happens to them after? I want to know.
Yeah. Is there gonna be a second season?
So
I
season
hope there's a second
2
season.
was supposed to come out in October, but because of COVID, it's going to be out January 2021.
Whoever started COVID, fucking listen. This is a message for you.
Do you want to
I
know who
needed
started
this
COVID?
season. And
We
also,
could break the news here.
let's
Oh,
fucking
go.
break it. Because listen, there's other shows I was watching that also got canceled. Not just the anime. There's a lot of shows I was watching that got canceled. I'm pissed at you, okay? There's a lot of other reasons that I'm mad at you. Like death, for one. That's a number one reason. But, like, probably a solid number 3 would be the anime that I'm going to miss. So, fuck you, whoever started COVID. Seriously. Take it and stick it up your hoo-ha.
Solid.
That's very specific.
Yeah. Well, or your butthole. I don't care.
There you go.
Regardless,
Yeah.
regardless of who you
That's
are, stick
least
it up your
specific.
butthole. How about that? I was trying to be a little censored, but I said hoo-ha. I'm
Why are you
sorry. I
censoring
assumed
yourself?
who you would be.
Of all times to censor yourself.
I'm so used to saying hoo-ha because of my 3-year-old that I
Yeah.
haven't said like it's so weird. I haven't said like pussy or vagina in such a long time.
Wow.
Ooh, I said the P word. Ben Shapiro. would be
Breaking news
like,
here,
that's
guys.
me. Yeah, right.
Podcast is about anime that involve children, but this is
Yeah.
not for children.
Yeah, right. That's been like our last 3 podcasts. No, I'm just kidding. Hasn't it been?
Or-
Nah.
all of them.
Honestly, so much anime is about like teenagers. It's kind of hard not to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh no, the last one was Cowboy Bebop, and then the one before that was Konosuba.
More time.
But then before
We
that,
don't talk about that.
we don't talk about that.
The who should not be named.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should call it from now on. The anime which shall not be named.
Oh, speaking of the Promised Neverland, when after I watched it, I typed it in to do some like who's talking about what. I did find that they're doing a live action film,
Yep.
and they're doing Amazon's putting together a live action series.
Yeah.
You know that Japan does such good horror, so it's going to be great. I can't wait. Because even
Yeah.
their, like, bad horror is still good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so
Yeah,
good.
speaking of their horror, I recently started watching Ju-on, and oh my god,
Yeah.
it's creepy as hell.
I tried to type it in and it just came up with results for Juan.
So I don't know why I just said Ju-on, and then my Siri thing just came on. So
What is it named? Have you changed its name?
what?
I say so many things that activate my PlayStation that aren't like I said queso one time and it was like, oh, listening. That's not your name. Like, what do you mean?
Your PlayStation?
Yeah, or I'll say like Bandicoot, like anything randomly like that. If I have like a headset plugged in, it'll be like, "Oh, are you talking to me?" No, I'm not fucking talking to you. Is your name Crash Bandicoot? I don't think so. Very strange. Yeah.
So, as we always do, we get really hyped. We're always really hyped when we get into this. I love it.
So hyped.
And we always just go ahead and tell what we were thinking before we went into this anime and what we feel now. So I get to skip that question, and I like that.
It's just automatically said normally.
Yeah, we just go into it. We're just like, oh fuck this, and this happened, and this, and I love it, blah, blah, or I hate it. Blah, blah.
See, I tried not to say everything this time because I feel like I normally am just like everything I'm thinking immediately, but I'm like, I'm gonna dial it back this time. I got notes. So
You got notes?
Yeah, I just want to say before we say anything else, my first note is Long Pig, and that's the note.
Oh god.
Oh.
It's a good band in the 90s. I don't know what you're referring to, though.
Long Pig, human meat.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Oh my god, also, this
Blu-ray.
note is really late in my notes, but I'm just going to mention it now. I didn't notice until like episode 10 that the ending is just like videos of food.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
Yep.
It's Soylent Green all over again.
Terrible. It's like,
So, my first note from the anime is, first of all, just being like, what the fuck? But second of all, you remember that old Vine where the girl's just like, actually, I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
yeah.
And when Emma was like, I'm 11, I was like, so shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, that's this whole anime. Like,
Yeah.
this whole anime is like kids, are more mature than we think, kind of, in like a very general kind of sense. Like I think one of my last notes on here was, where was it? This anime really shows how mature kids can be even when they're still immature. That's what I said in my note, because I feel like, and there's so many moments. Like, when they'll be dealing with something like their own death or the death of one of their friends, and then immediately they'll just flip into this like kawaii doki doki anime face kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it really shows you kind of like how they're disassociating with everything that's going on.
That's what I really like about
It must be to really be a kid constantly and still having to deal with all this like adult shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about, so that's kind of what they surprise you with Emma a little bit, I feel, towards the end.
Yeah.
Because, like, she is acing all of her tests, just like Norman and Ray. But she never, she's not, like, necessarily smart like they are.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone underestimates her a little bit because of that. And then at the end, she was just like, I continue to plan all on my fucking own, Ray.
Yeah.
And I tricked the shit out of you and Mom for the last 2 months.
right?
I tricked the shit out of you guys, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. She's smart like they are. She just doesn't show it."
She just does like an orange justice, and she's like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, at first, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so annoying, shut up. And then by the end, I was like, yeah, no, she's super
Pranked.
clever. Got it.
Pranked.
Yeah.
Got you.
I was really impressed with how they trained like the kids through all that.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
They were smart.
They did a really good job of the 12 episodes. Like, it was slow.
Yeah.
From what happened in the first episode to the last episode, but like,
I thought it would go so much faster. Yeah.
right. But at the same time, they did it in a really good way. They did it in a really.
I agree.
Yeah. I was on my seat the entire time going, ooh, what's going to happen next? Ooh, what's going to happen next? Oh, shit, what's going to happen next? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like last week I started this anime, and I was like, Dylan doesn't normally get a chance to watch it with me because I usually just like binge it or something. And he was like, yeah, I'll watch it with you. When we sat and we watched the first half of the anime in one night because we were just like, holy shit, what's going to happen? Oh my
Right.
God, this is
It's so good.
Whoa.
Yeah. Me and Amanda
this
did the
is
same
so
thing.
great. Yeah, like even if like what Daisy was saying earlier, people were saying that the manga's way better. I'm sure that it is, you know. And honestly, I haven't in a really long, maybe in like 15 years, maybe even longer, I haven't felt the urge to want to read a manga just so I can know what happens from the anime because I like to like save it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really want to just read the fucking manga. That's how much I really want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And like, it's just like I haven't done that in so long, and I'm kind of want to like look that up, you know, because I gotta know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I like the scenes that they did with like I can't remember her name, the sister, and
Krona?
then Crone. And they had I liked her name. I couldn't remember it. Yeah, she had a cool name. I like when like right before they're about to die, or I guess fail because mom just failed. She didn't die yet, but they show like their whole life story, and just like man, I kind of feel bad for them after all this bad shit that they've done. But damn.
So, did anyone else call Ray's character like?
I
bet that's Isabella's like son because why would she give him so much information?
that took me left field, man. I was like, what? I just thought she was like, oh shit, he knows, but I got.
So I called that Ray was actually the spy.
Okay.
Oh, really? I didn't call that.
I called that. I was like, oh, I totally see where this is going. Ray's totally the spy. And then when it came down to him being her kid, I actually didn't get that. But as soon as he was like, it showed the scene where she's walking and Ray's humming that same melody that she was humming earlier in that episode. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
It all like came full circle right when she was like, "What are you humming?" I was like, "No way." So crazy. I didn't even realize because I was making notes. I was like, are they cloning them? Because that new baby looked just like Emma. I was like, are they cloning the kids? Like, what are they doing? And then at the end, was it the last episode when they showed mom being pregnant? I was like, is that fucking what they're doing? Is that why they get the status of a mom? And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But then I was like, wait, so how many farms are there? Like,
Right.
or
I
are
think
there
was
just
like
like,
5.
or are there just like, okay, so then there's got to be so many more moms than that, though. Are they just
Right.
like
Yeah, because we saw
sitting
like
and
them
just
training.
giving birth constantly?
So,
Oh my
okay,
God.
so, all right, so this is something that Amanda kind of brought up, but she doesn't think Norman's dead
I don't think he is either.
because how are the moms getting pregnant?
And that's I'm like, where are the men? I was like,
Dude, I
they
didn't
do
even
grow
think
up.
about
I'm like,
that.
how are the women getting pregnant?
Yeah.
They have to have them in there, and also the ones that like do their food and like make them clothes. I'm like, there has to be men. There's not just the mothers or like the
Yeah.
the sisters. There has to be the men somewhere.
How was that guy's name? Was it Leslie or whatever? The guy that Isabella, mom, you know, when she was younger, Isabella, the boy. What if
Yeah, it
he's
was
one of
Leslie.
them? What if he's one of them too? Because I almost felt like Ray was supposed to be her and his kid, the way that they kind of portrayed it, and maybe that's just me. But like, I bet you, like the whole time I was like, I don't think Norman's dead. Just something about that scene where they bring him into the side room.
When his eyes get wide and then that's it?
Yeah, I was like, he's
Yeah.
not dead. He's not dead. Something's up with him. And I think you're right. I didn't even think about that possibility. But yeah, I totally think you're right. I think that's what he is. He's just a little semen fountain for them. That's gross. He's so
Gross.
young.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen the episode of Black Mirror called 15 Million Merits?
I've
Yeah.
actually not watched Black Mirror.
I've seen all of it, but I can't remember which one you're talking about.
That's the one where they keep getting all these merits to go on stage to like show what they're capable of, almost like America's Got Talent or something. And this one girl wants to be a singer, and then
Yes.
one of the judges chooses her,
And to be a
but
porn
she
star.
doesn't sing, but she's
Yeah.
so that's Norman right there.
That's such a waste, though. It's like Norman's character. I'm
Yeah.
like, he's so smart. Like, why would they waste such like
That's why he's
a brain?
intelligent.
Because that's the most delicious part of the.
So they're
body,
using his
apparently.
genetics.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
you're probably right.
That would make sense. That would totally make sense.
I mean,
And
look
I'm
at when
angry.
Isabella wanted to make Emma the mom of the house.
Yeah, and
He's
she wanted
intelligent.
Ray to get shipped out so quickly. I think
Yeah.
that she was trying to give whatever she did for Norman to Ray. I think she was trying to get him to be one of those breeders or whatever we're gonna call it. Gross.
There-
Your children. I
There's
hate
so
that.
many levels
Yeah.
to the story, and
There are, yeah.
if you were to if we spent an entire hour just talking about the different levels of what the Promised Neverland is, we would never get to the end of it
Yeah.
Yeah.
because there's just that much. And not to mention, there was 4 other farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're gonna
Oh.
save them. I almost thought that they were gonna like jump into another farm. You know, like when they jumped over the border, I was like, what if that's just another farm?
I wanted to see headquarters so bad.
Me
Ooh,
too.
same! Oh my god.
Me
Because they're
too.
like, oh, right outside the gate, they
Yeah.
figured out that's probably headquarters. So I was like, what's this? Just like a huge circle of different farms, and then they have all these forest areas outside. But also, like, when they're like, yeah, we'll take off the trackers, they cut off their ears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, why? I don't understand why they don't just cut off like part of their ear. I don't know why they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just cut the whole fucking thing off.
How do you, like, how
Probably
much
because
do you
at that
bleed?
point,
where-
it's just like
So
whatever.
it's probably easier to take off the entire ear than just a section of cartilage.
Stop that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just still rough. It was like,
Oh yeah, it's still rough as fuck. Yeah.
Thinking about how gross that is.
But
But I
also,
liked how like horrifying this was, but it wasn't like gory. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It really
for
left
sure.
a lot up to the imagination, which I appreciate a lot.
One
I think
thing
it
I'm
should have been
wondering
gory.
about the most.
Yeah. Oh, I like that it wasn't. I think
Yeah.
I think it gives more to your imagination, which is like sometimes scarier to me.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
I
true.
will say though, when they threw off Mother and like, she was like, "Or what's that smell?" And then they were showing what they did to like make that smell happen.
Yeah.
So
And they were putting
smart.
down the hair. I was just like, "That's so fucking smart," because burnt hair has such like a nasty,
Nasty
smell
smell.
to it.
It
Oh
has
my
like this
god.
really distinct smell. I accidentally burnt my friend's hair once in like high school, and yeah, it has this like really. I can't even believe that the kids
It
were
smells
so smart.
horrible.
But I think
Oh,
like this
so
whole
bad.
anime just shows you how like how like you could underestimate kids. Like Phil,
Yeah.
for example, that really young kid. I think he was like
4.
He was like 2 or 4 or however.
It was 4.
And he was like, "Oh, I already know everything that's going on," and I feel
Yeah.
like that was a wicked commentary on like, where was it? I wrote it down like perfectly. Like his whole arc is like a commentary on even if you don't think they're listening or paying attention or are too young, kids are smarter than you think and they hear more than you realize. Like, like every time people are like, you shouldn't argue in front of your kids, they're going to like remember that. Like, you know what I mean? Like not just that, but like, all this other stuff. It's like kids are so fucking smart and no one gives them enough credit.
Yeah.
Why they
Hey,
call them
so it's like-
sponges
Yeah, exactly.
and all the knowledge.
Yeah.
As long as they don't have infantile amnesia, or infantile insomnia, then we're fine.
Yeah, right. Oh, geez. Could you even
What was
imagine?
it?
Like, I know that's a
Amnesia.
thing.
Amnesia, right?
Infantile and amnesia, yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
a
was
great
real
punk
thing. I've
band
seen
name,
that
by the
in other
way.
stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I want to know more about these fucking flowers.
Right, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Is that preserving them? Is that
I don't
turning
know,
into
but it
an
was kind of
alien?
cool.
It is cool, but it's clearly drinking up their blood because they're like white
Yeah.
and then they turn red. So there's something to do with their blood. But they're not taking the brain, obviously, because the brain's the delicacy.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
some kind of like, I don't know.
So
Like,
it's
I
another
also-
M. Night Shyamalan reference. It's not happening all over again.
oh man.
I want to know about Grandma's character. I was like, okay, so how's she tied to this? Like, how does she have
So-
a status where the
Yeah.
I
demons are
know
like,
that
Yeah,
she
they're chill with
was Isabella's mom
Like for real?
Not
or
for-
just like her mom in
at the
the.
orphanage.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she
Okay.
was the one whose eyes we couldn't see?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. I'm seeing. Okay.
yeah. Because when Sister Kron's there and she's like trying to rat Isabella out, the grandmother character was like, yeah, I know. As long as she has control of the children, it doesn't fucking matter. And then it does that like black and white scene where it shows her as a mother coaxing someone down, and then you realize it's Isabella later on. In
I
the,
didn't
the
even
other
realize
flashback.
that. Oh my
Yeah.
god! I was like, I thought I saw this girl before. I thought I saw another flashback of
Yeah.
Isabella before. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're so right. I totally didn't even put those two together. Right.
they did Sister Crone or Kron, however they pronounce it, depending. They
Yeah.
did her so dirty.
They did, man. She got
Yeah.
fucked hard. And she worked so hard, man. When they did her whole life cycle, I think that was one of the only moments where I really wanted to cry. I was like, come on, you're really gonna like make her go through all this shit and then just fuck her up because she wants to
Well, I
be a
mean,
mom?
she was fucked up already.
She was already.
Yeah, she
I
was.
know, I
When
know,
she
but,
first
like,
goes to her
it's
room
what?
and you see her talking to that doll, I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
no, she's fucked up mentally.
it's a big
she's-
And
yikes.
considering the universe that she's stuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything
No.
about this world. This anime left us knowing nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the state of the world is. Is it all forest? That's all they've shown us. Are the aliens everywhere? Are there people who have escaped in other places? What's gonna happen? Like, I thought they were gonna jump the fence and then they were all gonna get fucking killed immediately because it was just gonna be like this rampage of like monsters or something like that. But that didn't happen. So
I saw this, like, maybe I was looking at some description, but it said, like, this is set in the world, or, like, year, like, 2045, and I was like, hey, we're getting kind of close to that. Can you not?
Yeah, I don't want to know how fucking old life. I'll be like in my 50s. Don't do that to me, man. I'll be dead. I'll be
Hey,
fucked.
that's when your life really starts.
Yeah, when you're in your 50s. Yeah, right. Oh, man.
So
I mean, we thought we had the raging 20s, and look what we got.
I did nothing in my 20s.
Alien farms for December 2020. Got it.
Got it. Yeah, right. Oh my god, that's the next part. That's what we're coming up for in October. Get ready, everyone.
Stop.
I mean, we are on the cusp of just being, we're going to be farms of, like, just batteries if we're anything like the Matrix. So.
Oh my god, dude! I don't want that. I think about the Matrix all the time, and I'm just like, if I fucking wake up and I have some tube shoved down my throat and up my ass, I'm gonna be furious.
I'm
not
gonna be so
happy.
mad.
I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna rip them both out violently, and then I'll probably just die. I'm right there, but like, I'll still, be pissed.
It'll be on my terms.
It'll be on my
I decide.
Yeah. but like, on the thing of the farms, right? So, I feel like, especially during, I think it was episode 8, when Sister Crone was going on that whole like dialogue of like, oh yeah, at least the kids are being raised humanely and they have, a certain, amount of life and, living a happy life until the end, how can that be cruel? And I feel like that's almost a commentary on like eating meat, because I feel like a lot of people,
Oh, yeah.
don't think it's right to eat meat even though it's humanely raised. So I was like, whoa, like because
Yeah,
like
I didn't think about that,
like,
and that makes
I'll eat
sense.
it if it's humanely raised or whatever. But then I was listening to that and I was like, holy shit, that literally just sounds like me fucking at the grocery store. And I was like, holy shit. Oh my god, should I be vegan? And I started like freaking out. And I was like,
Join me.
oh my god. Yeah, right.
I mean,
should join
I'm
you.
not vegan. I'm a pescatarian, but yeah, I don't eat meat anymore. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
trying to cut back on it. I want
my body doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Yeah, meat does some stuff
Don't
too
worry.
sometimes.
If you ever wanted to go vegan, you can still make all your food taste like if it was meat. So.
Dude, I'm telling you, Morningstar, not sponsored, fucking great chicken nuggets. Not made of
Yeah.
chicken. That's straight
So-
vegetable. It's just like a chicken nugget. And their burgers,
I
same.
love that we have to say not fucking sponsored.
However,
I would
Morningstar, AT&T, reach out to us.
I would love if Gardein would sponsor me because their chicken teriyaki strips, holy hell.
What's Gardein? Oh, we're gonna have to talk vegan stuff after.
Like,
It's sponsored by Top Ramen. Come on.
Oh
like,
man,
put
yeah,
some like rice and teriyaki
Top
sauce on that.
ramen. Here's your
That sounds
salt. Here's your daily dose of salt for the last week
And,
in one
Yeah.
little package.
I don't know. It is something to say for like eating meat. You feel heavy because there have been a couple times I was like, fuck it, because like I just didn't have an option,
Yeah,
and it's just like it's such a significant difference.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's a whole other theory.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
But it's important and relevant to what we're talking about.
It is because I mean, the different types of meat you buy could be like pumped up with different like hormones and different stuff. So
Maybe we should wait till all the cows are 12 years old and we give them tests.
oh my god,
so the
it'll be like
important
Harvest
question.
Moon. What grade of milk do they have?
Harvest
Oh,
the
shit.
moon, the dark side.
Oh shit!
Dark
Whoa.
side of the moon. Oh my god.
So
yeah.
my phone just blew up.
Whoa, what happened?
I'm going to interrupt the podcast for a second.
Alright.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Bozeman. Black Panther died at age 43 from eating colon cancer.
What?
Oh,
No!
wow.
No! Are you serious?
Yeah,
No
my phone, like 3 people texted me. Amanda just came in and told me, and I checked my phone and I had all kinds of notifications about it.
No! Are you serious? No! He's thing.
I
I
love
was wondering
him.
why people were tweeting Wakanda forever. Oh my god. No. No.
Wow.
That was really unexpected.
Sorry,
was-
guys. Sorry to bring it down. But
No,
fuck.
no. I mean, like.
So
it's
was
just like,
Naya Rivera. That happened a few months ago. Did you guys hear about that? Naya Rivera?
Yeah, I
She
was
just
following
fucking
that.
Yeah, Daisy and I were talking about the time, but Naya Rivera, she was from Glee, and she just went out on a boat with her son.
Oh,
and just
yeah, and then
died
disappeared.
in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, or not the river, a lake or whatever. And like when it happened, I was like, please just show up somewhere because I love her. Like I wanted her to make an album for so long. I love her, and I was like, oh no, it comes in threes. Like who's going to be next? No.
She has such like she could have been like Amy Winehouse level of like
She was phenomenal.
music now.
Yeah, she was great, man. She was a gift, and I can't even believe that she was just. And like the theory is that she like used the last of her strength to put her son on the boat before whatever happened, and it was like as a mom, that was so much like so heartbreaking just to like think about that and just and now this is awful. I hate this. Let's talk about children get eaten by aliens.
Okay.
Or
Favorite
demons, we
character.
don't know.
Or demons, we don't know. It could be both. Let's get our mind off of all the bad shit happening in 2020. Man, this fucking
Let's talk about
sucks.
our favorite characters.
Dude, I don't even know, man. They're all pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dude, Phil is my favorite character because he was keeping that shit locked tight the whole time. Not even Emma knew that he knew. He was like, oh, I fucking know already. Phil, best character. Done. Next.
Nice. Maybe this is a bad take or like a hot take.
Oh,
I really like Isabella.
You know, I had a feeling you were gonna say that. I kind of liked her too.
Because like I don't know, it's like even from the start I was like, I mean, if they're like in this mother role, it's not like, you know, she said she loves all of them, and I was like, I believe it, and you know, in that kind of life, what would you do?
Yeah, and like I can understand justifying it to yourself. Not that I would do it, or maybe I would. I don't know. You know, we never know. But like, I totally can understand the thought process of I want to give them the best life that they have because not being in here is so much worse, and it's just these horrors, you know. And I would rather give them this wonderful life and then just have it end, you know, instead of having to live this terrible fucking nightmare every day.
I can't remember which character asked her, but they asked like, "Mother, are you happy?" And like she had that moment where it broke personality, and I was like, "Oh,
damn."
That was Norman.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Norman's my second favorite, but yeah, it's Isabella.
Yeah.
Norman's mine.
A main character?
A main character, yeah, guys.
Because he
A
died.
main
Maybe.
character.
Ooh. Did I pick a good anime?
You did, yeah, very much.
You left me angry that there wasn't more.
So I'm fucking
Norman-
pissed.
Norman
and I
was
was like, wait, who
such a good
said
character.
26?
Norman was a good character.
He was.
And he was in love.
Smitten.
Yep.
Well, you know, that's why they made him wait till he was age 12 so they could use him for whatever they want to use him for.
You know
Yeah.
what? I bet
Okay,
he's
so
gonna
I'm assuming
turn-
that the mothers, like, they show that they grew up first before they became moms.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that, like, they are just
Fingers
training
crossed.
him, getting him ready for...
Brainwashing him, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. MTV has a show called 16 and Pregnant. So
Listen.
Oh, no.
There's like
He's
an
12
alien
though.
version of that. It's like, oops.
I'm actually 11, so shut the fuck up.
My favorite character was Ray.
yeah.
I just liked
good.
how real he was about, like,
Yeah.
he was like, there's
Yeah.
no way we could fucking save everybody. Stop being fucking idiots. I've been playing this for 6 fucking years. How dare
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. I like that they came to like that they were both right and wrong. I'm
Yes.
glad that it was like Emma's right about everything because she's fucking the main character and she just wants to save everyone and that's how it works out because it's anime.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they were like, realistically, we can't fucking do this. Like,
Yeah.
yes. thank you.
Realistically, we're kids. We don't have that kind of pull, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially like, how are you gonna feed a fucking newborn baby in the wilderness? Hello.
I like that all of our favorite characters are different.
Right, me too. That like
Yeah.
Hey.
sometimes they're usually the same, but they're all different. Great.
Yeah,
And
that
none of
hardly
us liked
doesn't happen.
Emma that much. I didn't dislike her though. I liked Emma.
I didn't like her at first, but then I grew to like her, especially at the end. I was like, oh my god, she's so good.
Who's
Pretty
your
big
least favorite character, guys?
Crone. No, I don't know. I kind of liked her. She was
psycho, but I felt bad for her.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel. I kind of like. I don't know.
Um,
There isn't really anybody that I disliked aside from her, but even then, I kind of like didn't even dislike her. You know what I mean?
I'd probably say like Gilda and Dawn because they're kind of sellouts.
Hate Dawn.
Really?
Dawn annoyed the piss out of me.
Yeah, Don when he fucking broke down. I can't be strong enough to do anything.
I can't believe you guys didn't tell us to protect us. I'm like, shut the fuck up, like.
Don.
You knew Connie was dead. Shut up about Connie. Shut the fuck up about Connie.
I'm
She
trying to
didn't
think
last
from
past
this
the
like
first
traumatic
episode.
experience.
Stop reminding us that this girl died in the first episode. I don't need the reminder. I'm very well aware.
Then Gilda, oh my god, I was just like, shut up, my god.
She could have
But
been such
she's
a
smitten with
different
Emma.
character.
You think she likes Emma?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she liked Emma. Yeah,
Yeah, she's got. Yeah.
Yeah. she likes
Got it.
Emma.
She's always looking for you, Emma.
So I forgot to say this earlier.
Oh,
I think my theory is the reason that it's called the Promised Neverland is because they never grow up.
Yeah.
so
Unless there's already a reason for it that I don't know of.
Which we might find out.
I
It could be
think
very
you're
long.
right because I had a similar, like I had that kind of the same idea.
Yeah,
You might be right.
I think I might be. I think I might be. Clever.
Other unfavorite characters, the demons, aliens, whatever the heck they
Oh
are.
yeah, right. Terrifying things that slurp your brain. Like,
And then the
Fucking-
eyes are in the mouth, and the mouth. I was like,
They were
what?
cool.
They were cool
Yeah.
looking, but it was
They
They
like
were cool.
terrifying.
They should have had more development.
I
I
think
I
we're
don't
gonna
think
get
so.
that in season 2, honestly.
I think that they're trying to like tease you into watching more. Like,
Well, it's fucking working.
yeah, right. And I know nothing other than what these characters know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there isn't like, you know what I mean? It's not like a cut to like me knowing more about the aliens or the home base or what the world looks like. I know exactly as much as these characters know. Here's this world. People are being fucking brain slurped, and now we gotta go over a wall, and now we're in the woods. That's it. I don't know anything else. What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of nice though, because it's like, yeah, I want to know more, but I'm like, it's very relatable and it keeps me in the moment of being like, what's happening? I don't know, because the characters don't know.
Yeah. It's
For sure.
They did a good job with that.
Yeah.
Keeping you on your toes because you weren't sure what's going on because, like you said, the characters didn't know.
Yeah.
It's nice to be on the same loop as the.
Well,
We ran to the forest,
Except
and then
for Ray.
Isabella pulled her hair down. She's like, "You guys win," and I was like, "No, what? Where's the next episode?" Hulu.
yeah, when she comes back to the children and she was like, "They got away safely, Phil." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit! She knows about Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, so is she gonna be okay? Is Grandma gonna like?
Yeah, I'm worried. Is she gonna totally cave and give Phil up? Like, ooh,
Probably
I'm scared.
not.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. I feel like she's like done. You know, maybe
Good
she's,
for another 2 years.
I'm hoping, man. Ooh, so I'm wondering if they're gonna cut, straight to like the 2-year time jump next season, or if they're gonna, you know what I mean, do a whole like, oh, this is, we're just gonna
Well, I
keep
think-
continuing on immediately after, or if they're gonna like do a time jump and then have like flashbacks as to what happened. You know
I
what I mean?
hope
Like, throughout.
there isn't a time skip.
Yeah, me too.
I think that would ruin it for me, probably, depending on how they did it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care about their attempt to free the rest of the farm 2 years later. Right now, what I care about is learning about the world.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
I want to know about like the forest. I want to know if there's just like these creatures
more
like
people?
around.
Are there
actual
people somewhere? Yeah, like
Yeah.
are they living among the demons? And this is just a special area that the demons have? Like,
can we see these like camps of like clothes makers, the ones who make the food?
Yeah.
Like how does this whole world work? And that's such a good thing that the anime kept you wanting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
and they kept saying
definitely
like
A+.
there's adults, like multiples. So are there just adults walking around coexisting with the aliens? Like,
That's what I'm wondering.
you know, yeah.
How would you guys? We're not on ratings yet. We are on 2. Words.
Words.
How would you change anything about the show now that you've seen it? Like, is there anything you would add, take away? I think normally our response to good anime is more episodes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, for real. Shit.
I don't think there's anything I would change about it. I mentioned previously that I wish there was more development on the demons.
Yeah, because they're a big mystery right now. We've only seen them like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I wouldn't change anything. I hope season 2, when they do it, I hope there's more episodes so that they can give us more.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, speaking like that, like an anime that we do like, I'd say more episodes. But then again, I wouldn't change that either, because they have given us enough to make us want more.
Yeah,
which doesn't always happen with an anime. And there were no filler episodes, so
that's nice.
Which is always
everything had like a purpose. There was like a meaning and like a direction, and everything was like, it wasn't just like, okay, we're gonna fucking eat ice cream this episode. And
yeah, it was like Durarara.
Yeah, if you want an example of like how to start off a first season of an anime, this is how to do it.
For sure, yeah.
Leave enough mystery to people want to question it. And I mean, like, myself, like, personally, I was like, like, the animation style for me is not favorable. But then, like, the more they built the background and, like, what the demons looked like and, like, the rest of the environment, I was like, okay, it makes sense. So it's just, like, I found myself like, I don't even care. The animation looks a little silly for, like, the kids. But, I don't know. Like,
there's nothing I want to change, but there are 2 things I want to bring up before we rate this. First off, Isabella is totally a serial killer.
Oh!
Think about it. What do serial killers are notorious for? Trophies. And what does she have in her little room?
Oh, yeah, she has all, like, the toys and,
from
like...
From the people.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then
But I wonder if they do that because
I think it was because she loved them. Yeah. I think that is too. But my first thought was, serial killers collect trophies and hide them.
Yeah.
But
her character's just so interesting because she was able to get what she wanted. Like, Ray wanted that camera, she could get it.
Yeah.
What makes her so
Where
special?
are they getting this stuff? And it must be on Earth if they have those kinds of things. So it must be Earth.
Yeah.
Right?
You'd think.
Or Mars.
Or Mars.
Or Mars. No.
How is it 2045 and you get an old school camera like that?
Yeah. The other thing, though, I wanted to mention was some of the animation and effects that they did, which would catch me off guard. Like, when Norman's like, oh, I'm going to go and sacrifice myself. And, like, he leaves Emma's room to go get water. And, like, it's really slow. And then all of a sudden the water turns on and it just gets really loud real fast. And showed the water coming down real fast. It made me jump a little bit. I was like, oh, wow, too. They got the little things get me.
Yeah.
So, that was something I had a thought on, yeah.
I thought they did really good, like, expression of horror in this. I thought that, like, the looks that they had really made me be like, oh, fuck. You know, like...
And, like, Crone...
Like, when Norman and Emma, like, saw Connie, and then they came back, and they're just, like... laying there in shock and like terrified. I was like, oh yeah.
Yep. It's like you could feel what they're feeling. They did a good job, I thought, with like
I mean,
maybe like the
Crone brought
style
that up.
itself, is like like teach their own. Maybe some people like it, maybe some people don't. But the expressions by themselves, I thought were like, whoa, like.
And that's what brought it back for me. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. It felt like when you watch something like Higurashi or like Attack on Titan, you're like, oh my god, I feel what you're feeling. You're really scared.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Crone brought that up, though. She was like, you can tell a lot from people's faces. Dilated eyes,
A lot.
sweat. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yep.
shit. Like, because normally in an anime, people's eyes will do that. And then
Yeah.
the person that is making them feel that way doesn't suspect anything because it's as if they
which
didn't
is
notice
so
that.
Could you imagine talking to someone and they're like,
Yeah. And then, like, the person just walks away going, oh, I guess it's not them. And,
Like, oh, their pupils are just fucking
Right.
tiny. Like,
Right.
they're not shocked.
But yeah, I like how they incorporated that. Like, they noticed those elements.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, sick, good, yes.
And that's why I didn't dislike her character, because I was like, ooh, she can read them.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
reading them for what they're feeling.
Yeah. And some of the other accolades for this anime, when I was researching some of it, I saw that Crunchyroll has their anime awards, and it got Best Fantasy for an anime series.
Oh, cool.
And
Nice.
Isabella also won Best Antagonist.
Oh,
My
nice.
girl.
pretty
And
interesting. There's a lot
Crunchyroll
of
again.
villains that we have reviewed, and I feel like she's one of the more interesting ones because she's very like relatable in the sense that if you were kind of going through the same thing, you'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Not that what I mean. It's not that she's a bad person. It's like, wait, what else are you supposed to fucking do? Like what Daisy said earlier. Like, what else are you supposed to do in this situation?
Yeah, like
for sure.
circumstance. Like, she
Yeah.
wants to survive, but she still loves the kids that come to her. She's just like, I literally have to live, and I want to outlive them. So here we go.
Yep. Crazy.
So let's rate this thing.
Let's do it.
Let's rate it.
Krista, you chose
I'm gonna
it.
give it a 9.5.
Oh,
I
wow.
liked it a lot. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Fair.
I know, shocking.
I gave it an 8.7.
Nice.
One of the higher ones I've rated, but
Yeah, for sure.
I want more. God dang it.
Immunity?
All right, for this anime, it only got 2 ticks off of our ratings thing. So for me, it's a 9.6.
Nice. Am I gonna be like the lowest rated one again?
You are.
Dang it!
It's okay to be picky.
I do this every
To
time.
be honest, I loved this anime.
Right?
And I gave it a solid 10.
I
didn't have a fault with it. I did
I
not
was
have a
so
fault with
close.
this anime.
To giving it a 10.
Me too.
I gave it a point off for character likability.
God damn it, Don.
Who you would never. That was actually like that and animation were my strongest like points taken off.
I didn't mind the animation. I thought it was a nice throwback to earlier days of anime itself.
Yeah.
But it was
Fair.
kind of goofy at times.
I was
But it
very-
wasn't enough for me to remove any points.
Yeah.
I thought the goofiness kind of contrasted with the fact that
Right.
they were like
That's what I
kids
loved
going
about
through
the
some serious
goofiness.
dark shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
was such a dark setting,
Yeah.
and then it'd be goofy, and I was like, oh, I
Because
love
it
that
felt
juxtaposition.
so inappropriate for
Yeah.
it to be happening. But then you're like, oh yeah, this is happening to kids. This is inappropriately happening
Yeah.
to children.
It had like the first episode for me. I was like, are we sure that this is a horror? Oh, right. This is horror.
Whoops.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
a pretty high rating.
Recommended
It is a very,
for sure.
very high rating.
Yeah, damn. That's like a 36, 37 or something like that.
It's got a 95%. Well, 0.945%.
Damn.
Thank goodness for the curve, because
30.
I'm bringing us down. Just like in school.
37.8 overall
Out of 40?
Yes.
Damn, that's real good.
out of 40.
That is pretty high, man. That might be. I don't know if that's our number one.
It's
I don't know
not.
where you got that.
Konosuba
No,
is-
you know what our number one is.
What is our number one? Is it Konosuba?
It is Konosuba.
Yes.
Even though it's only a 20 because it's just me and you.
Whatever. It would be
It's
a solid
technically
40
our-
if you
yeah.
guys watched.
I'll watch it and give it a 1.
No doubt.
I need to watch it so I can rate it, but
You should.
I'm not going to mess with it because that is an honest rating. That is the honest number 1 overall.
So good.
Our number 2 is One Punch Man and Durara.
Hell yeah.
Well
They're very
deserved.
good. Yes. See, we got good taste. We know
Yeah.
what's up.
So,
Unless we're talking about season 2 of One Punch Man, then don't talk to me.
Daisy,
Yes.
what are we watching next?
Boy, am I excited.
Oh, yeah?
And there's going to be a not safe for work tagged on this.
Ooh, mature
I'll watch it.
audiences
Flag
only.
flag.
No, we're not. But we are watching something that the studio made hentai.
Oh my god, I know what you're gonna pick.
We are watching Food Wars.
I knew you were gonna pick Food Wars.
Oh, shit.
Food Wars. What is Food Wars?
They
Food
made,
Wars?
The studio made a hentai before they made this. I watched like
So,
one scene.
I have only
Oh my-
seen...
Oh, my
Wait,
God.
it's gonna be my next pick. This is so great. I'm
Food
so
Wars,
excited.
so I've only seen little, like, ads for it and, like, other reviews about it, but basically it's about a bunch of people who like to cook. And there are certain times when people will eat that cooking and they'll have basically foodgasms. And it's
It's-
very,
yeah.
very detailed.
Food Wars.
So
where
not
can
safe
is
for
it?
work. It's on Netflix, and
Netflix?
I'm going to tell you,
It's on
I was
Crunchyroll,
going through
too.
Netflix earlier. There's,
think.
you know how if you can go through TV shows, they give you kind of like different genres of like, hey, what's trending, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So I happened to just scroll down, and it said anime for starters, and the first one was Food Wars. And I was
That's
like, you
not a
gotta be
starter.
kidding me. I was like, you get introduced to anime by watching Food Wars.
Could you imagine doing that to someone? Oh my god. How to get people to not watch anime again.
Yeah.
Recommend Food Wars apparently and Bible Black.
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll just start out with these two and you'll know everything you need to know.
So yeah, it is by a studio who did a hentai. It's about teenagers. Soma Yukihara aspires to become a full-time chef in his father Joichiro's family restaurant Yukihara, and surpass his father's culinary skills. But I'm probably saying this all wrong. But just watch it. I watched the first episode and I was like, this is it.
Okay, so Netflix is showing 24 episodes.
It is 24 episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Girls and other.
We have an aspiring chef is just all I'm going to give you. And some very great reactions to the food.
So, episode 13 is called Eggs Before Dawn.
I bet you about balls. How much you want to bet someone's balls are going to get licked in that episode? Call it.
Oh boy, episode 2 is called God Tongue.
Whoa! Okay.
Well, obviously they're using cow
From
tongue.
watching more, I was like, oh, this is
There
it.
you go,
My
cow
pick.
tongue.
Oh, yeah, they're obviously using cow tongue in that. Jeez.
Oh
Mm.
my god.
Mm.
Cow tongue tacos. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm.
Oh,
Is that a
I was-
Taco Tuesday.
Hey.
Tacos.
I was gonna pick something that was a little more on like the spooky side to keep it up, and I was like, no, I have to keep it. I have to do this one.
Got to.
It must be done.
All right, Food Wars.
Food Wars on Netflix for starters. Just trying to get into anime, apparently.
All
According
right,
to
24 episodes. I like that.
Netflix.
Cool.
There you go.
Well, then
Also-
what's up?
Update on our top 10 list. Promised Neverland is now at the number 3 spot.
Woo!
Ooh.
Nice. before we switch into the movie, I will be right back.
Do it.
All right.
Okko's
Oh, we can talk
in.
about when we want to do the podcast next.
Podcast next.
Calendar, arise.
Yeah, for
We
open
have
up already. Damn.
September 26th is the last Saturday of September. So it's up to you guys. Because I'm mostly free.
I should be free. That should be fine with me.
It's good.
September 26th.
Ooh,
Should
October
be
31st is a Saturday? What?
Oh, what? Oh, guys, guess what we're doing?
We've been saying it for years. Bible Black.
Yeah.
Can we please actually watch Bible Black?
Okay, so at the very least, it needs to be a special.
Okay,
for
I was
October.
gonna
At
say,
the
even if
very
we don't
least.
do it, we,
We
have
have
to do it
to.
as a special. We have to. We're doing it. It's happening.
That way, if it's a special, I won't. I'm fine with anyone who wants to opt out.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's perfect. 'Cause
Okay,
then you're
look.
like, oh, it's just fucking anime.
So we should do it as a special. Only because we've been talking about it for years, and it should be a special.
Absolutely.
Especially on Halloween. Or at least
And,
in October.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what I'm gonna choose for the series, so
Yeah,
I'm afraid to pick.
You got time. You
Yeah,
got
you
time.
got time.
Ask your daughters. Get some professional opinions.
Some professional opinion.
Professional. Well, my
Like-
youngest daughter said that Happy Sugar Life was good.
Oh, why did she tell
No,
you that?
no.
for?
No,
Did you
never
have a
mind.
talk with her
I'm
after? Were you
wrong.
like, honey? Don't ask your kids for any more suggestions.
When
Like
you
I made a
first talked
mistake
to
by
me,
asking.
You told
What's
me that they wanted you to watch like Soul Eater, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, that's a good one," or this or that. And I was like, "Oh yeah, those are great." But now that
Well, look, we began this podcast 3 years ago,
yeah,
so they've experienced life. I guess I don't know what to say.
Experience life, I guess.
So I was listening in. It's
Yeah.
okay to tell your daughter that she's wrong. But I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say her name. Be like, no, I'm not.
Okko's In
Oh, yeah, let's
was
talk
a
about the-
movie that I was not expecting to play out the way it did.
Oh, yeah.
Put
No.
these onions in here.
I was not expecting the car crash. I wasn't expecting her parents to be alive. Like the synopsis was like, she goes to live with her grandmother because her parents died. I wasn't expecting to see the parents die and her, like that violently, and I was just like, oh fuck, this is jumping off to a crazy start.
Yeah, escalated very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't actually know anything about what was going to happen because I chose not to like even read the synopsis. So that when the parents died, I was like, "What?"
Yeah. And then she had to go. I don't understand why she was afraid of bugs and little things.
Okay.
I think
First of all,
show that she's like from the city and she's not used to like all that, you know, like
Right.
stuff. Or
I agree. In the very first few scenes when she goes to the inn and she sees a spider, I was like, same girl, same.
Right.
And then
that,
the lady
that
is
spider
just
was
calm.
creepy.
She's just like, oh, how'd that get there? I was like, I would have been gone.
right on your head. I don't care how long I'm living in the fucking like boonies. Or,
And
like,
especially like that big of a spider. Like I already
Yeah,
have
that's
arachnophobia.
That
I had to
spider
call
was-
my landlady today to come kill a spider outside. So I was like, no. And it kind of looked like this one. Except without the yellow, but
I
you
usually
know,
like save spiders, but that's still really funny.
no, absolutely not. You
No.
have the whole outside world to be in. Why are you choosing to be in mine?
Get out of my world.
Get out of my world.
Wow.
Why do you want to come in here? It's messed up already.
'Cause it's
depressing.
warm.
Anyways, continue.
They want to feed your cats. They're
No.
sacrificing themselves to your cats.
I prefer if they didn't
Right.
have that kind of, you know. They don't even kill bugs to begin with, so I can't rely on.
So, okay, Okko's in. Okko's in. I was like thinking about maybe I can watch this like with my kid, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I was cutting onions by the end of it. It got sad.
Yeah.
And then like the very end when the couple show up with their kid and he's like lost his bladder and his pancreas, and then you find out it's the guy who was in the fucking truck.
Ooh, I didn't like that. I was like, you gotta go fuck yourself right now. Why are you gonna do this to this poor child? You don't need to do that. No one made you do this. No one made you write this. And then at the end, she's like, no, please stay. And it's like, okay, from just a third party random perspective, right? If I was this guy and I went to this inn and then I found out, oh my God, these are the people who, whose like mom I killed. Yeah. And then the girl had a fucking breakdown in front of me, left, and then was like, no, it's fine, you can stay. I wouldn't stay.
Right. I would not stay.
I would be like,
and then she was like, aren't you this person?
That you're over this, but I can't. I don't feel at all comfortable.
I don't think she was over it at all. She was burying those emotions.
Oh man.
Yeah, then she was like, "Oh, I'm not that person. I'm just the junior innkeeper." And I was like, "Okay,
all right, you're disassociating now." Like,
exactly.
Something that bothered me the whole time until she had that breakdown. I was like, her parents are dead. Like, she just came over here. Like, she's gonna have a breakdown. When?
Yeah.
I was like, she can't be this happy. And then it happened, and then I cried with her. I was like, oh,
yeah,
God.
The breakdown really got me.
Oh, if I will give this movie anything, I think it's a great example of how trauma is dealt with.
Yeah.
Because when she was riding in the car and she saw that semi-truck, and I was like, oh no.
You sweep it under the rug until you can't sweep it under the rug anymore. That's what it taught everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty good movie. It wasn't bad.
It was.
Animation was a little rough, but
I kind of liked the animation. I thought it was cute.
I think it was
thought
too.
It was very charming.
Yeah.
There was just times where I was just like, okay. Like, I didn't like Mio's animation.
Yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying about Mio.
But otherwise, yeah, that's right.
I like how it was like, kind of showing like the misfit people, of like the world, and how everybody is, like just healing. And I really liked that the grandmother wasn't how you would imagine like a typical kind of like traditional woman. She wasn't like, get these people out of my inn, like they probably don't have any money and they look dirty and blah blah. It was like, oh, hello, welcome, nice to meet you, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, wow, like that's pretty cool, man. And I liked kind of all like the lessons that she was being taught. And it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of just like a life movie. I don't really feel like there was much of an like an ending to it, besides obviously like through these people she was healing and all that jazz. But like, I don't know, I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Yeah.
What was the fortune teller's name?
Glory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Glory. Because it was like, her character's like, oh, let's just do some shopping therapy. But like at the same time, she's going through her own thing and she's helping this little kid.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have to do that.
Loved her introduction so much. Like, when she walked in that room, I was like, oh, shit, what fucking shit is about to go down? This movie just got 10 times more interesting.
I was freaking out.
And then she tripped over the cords, and it was all balloons and shit. Like, I was just like, oh, my God, that's fucking hilarious.
That was so great, yeah.
It was almost a Yu-Gi-Oh fight.
Right?
We'll finish our duel in the Shadow Realm, Yugi!
I feel like every character had a reason to be there. Like, no character was wasted for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I actually like things that are very, like, Pixar, in the sense that there's no real bad guy, that everyone's just, like, a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to see all the sides of them, and then you realize that, everyone is just who they are. And I really like that about this. The only thing I would say that I could complain about this movie is that I wish that I knew a little more backstory on the certain like the ghosts, like I know who they are, but like I don't know who they are,
like a little demon.
Yeah, and like the little demon, I don't know anything about him. He's a Belgian, but like, what was his like? Could they show like a little like flashback of like his life? Like we saw a flashback of, I can't remember his name, but like the boy, who's the ghost, and like it would have been nice to just see, I don't know, like a little bit more of him, and like what happened with him, and like Mio, we know who she is, but like it would have been nice to maybe see like a scene of, like her funeral, or like I don't know, like anything else,
or even like the Frilly Pink Girl's fucking birth, and then her overseeing that.
Yeah, and her parents kind of like being like, oh, this is our second chance or whatever, even if that's not how they felt, you know what I mean? It would have been nice to see a little more, but it was kind of nice to only know what the character knew. I guess that was kind of the theme of the two things we watched this month.
Yeah, it's just, you only know as much as they know.
Yeah, which is nice, but it's also like, oh, I wish I knew more,
Did you guys watch this in English or Japanese?
English.
English, yeah.
Oh my god.
English? Oh.
I did not, but I don't care either way. Like I prefer subbed, but
it was English
I will
with
tell
titles.
like Frilly Pink Girl, I can't remember her name,
Matsuki or something like that.
She was like quoting different high profile like celebrities.
Yeah.
But the way they said Steve Jobs' name in Japanese was so good. They were like, Steve the Jobs. And I was like, I love it. Thank you.
That's great. I kind of like the Frilly Pink Girl. She kind of might have been my favorite if we were picking that kind of stuff. I liked her. She had a reason for being all weird and shit, but she's a hard worker. She was cool, man. I liked her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like her at first because she was just like, I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. But
we wear pink on Fridays or Tuesdays.
We wear pink every fucking day.
Why do you want to be normal?
But like, I can kind of relate to that, but I also think it's kind of annoying when people go out of their way to be, you know what I mean? Like if you're just like, I'm just being me, that's one thing. But if you're like, I have to do it differently, like, you know what I mean? It's like, chill. Just do what you want to do, man. You don't need to like.
If you can
like
train
what you
it,
like. It's okay if other people like
do
the
it.
Yeah. Walt Disney.
Yeah.
We fucking know.
Oh, is that some fucking profound quote from something no one's ever heard before? Oh, fucking thank you.
I mean, as annoying as she was to start, it's like, it's really not bad guidelines to try to live by.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And she also was
Life
like,
is like a box of what?
I'm trying to look up healthy meals. I'm like, that's annoying, but I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not a
good
bad movie, not a bad flick.
That's good. Like, I feel like it was like also the anime at first. I was like, I don't know, but by the end of it, I was like, I love this. I want more. Obviously crying for this one. The other one, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It redeemed that bullshit that was a whisker away. So.
I mean, I didn't hate that, but it wasn't like.
I had a really bad 2 months picking shit, guys.
It's okay. We all have bad times.
Suggestions.
Yeah. I will, if I had to describe this in one word for the movie, I'd be like, this is charming.
Yeah. No, yeah. I like that.
It is charming. That's really good.
And not in like I'm being funny, like, haha, we're thinking about like charming from Shrek. Like, I mean, like, legitimately, like.
No, yeah.
This movie was, I would describe it heartbreaking.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
Heartbreaking realism. That's what that is.
Dealing with trauma, and obviously she had some PTSD from like drive when she was in the car.
PTSD.
And I'm like, that's so real. It's very like hard now in anime to be like, oh, that's such a real thing to feel. Yeah. It's just like, no, this did it right. And maybe as like a kid, it's more realistic to be like, oh, this is fine, like I'm okay. And then you just reach a breaking point.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was fantastic.
It's pretty good.
I would say the only like character I couldn't deal with was with the boy, the ghost boy.
Yeah, I hated him too.
Oh my god, I was like, stop picking your nose, you're so annoying.
Just spinning constantly, like, god damn.
Oh, your teeth bother me, stop. I know it's like And I feel like that's like a stereotype thing. I was like, this
Yeah.
feels like a stereotype.
Well, I think it's because probably from when he was like alive, they probably didn't have amazing dental care, so their teeth probably, you know what I mean? They were probably like, guys, take it out. You know what I mean?
But, like,
I think it was like a long time ago.
And I was gonna say that I think this at the ending of the film left it open to be a series, and then come to find out it is a series. It has 24 episodes.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? I was thinking like, oh, this should be a show. Shut up.
It should be. Like the movie came out June 11th of 2018, but the series ran from April of 2018 through September of 2018.
No way.
What?
Yeah, it's on TV Tokyo.
Oh, well, well, hot dog, man.
Wow.
There you go.
Hot dog.
You censored yourself
hot
again.
dog, hot diggity dog.
It's within me.
Oh, to have a kid. Can't relate. Love you guys.
Okay, sometimes I just swear in front of her and Dylan.
I am
stop.
just forever status of the aunt who shows up, gets drunk, and leaves.
The
Have a
life
good
that
day.
must
No, I'm just kidding.
be. See you guys later.
Tell you later.
What?
Bye now.
I don't know unless you being drunk, Daisy. I have no idea what. You don't sound like that, I'm sure.
That's just a voice I give everybody when I think about anyone being drunk.
No, she saw my birthday. She saw how lit it
Okay.
I
There
mean,
you
you were
go.
performing for me. You were singing. So,
I did. I
right.
performed. Yeah, it was great. I was singing and everything.
So,
times.
Krista, what movie are we watching?
Ready?
Yeah.
I was going to pick something else, but I decided that we're going to be watching Mirai, which is on Amazon
Yes.
Prime and is also on Netflix.
Thank God, because
What?
I don't have Amazon Prime right now.
Well, it's on both. I saw it on
Perfect.
Netflix first, but I just went to Amazon to see if I could find anything
I
else, and I was like,
think I've
no.
looked at it, but I haven't. I know I haven't watched it. What's it about?
Yeah, this
On
This
my
looks like
list.
something I've looked at, but I haven't seen because I was like, this looks like something else we've seen, but it's not. When a 4-year-old Kun, I don't know what, I think that maybe that's his name, encounters his new baby sister Mirai as a teenager from the future. They go on a journey through time, uncovering their family's incredible story.
Okay.
A little 4-year-old boy encounters his new baby sister from the future as a teenager. So she must come back in time or something like that.
Yeah.
You're on the same
So-
wavelength because I just added this to my list today.
Really? That's so great. I haven't seen it until like just now, and I was like, oh, I haven't thought of a movie yet. Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, this would be cool. This like anthology that Studio Ponok did. The same people that did Mary and the Witch's Flower. But then I was like, oh no, I want to watch this instead. Let's check it out together.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Oh yeah, and I
So-
don't know if we officially decided on what day we were doing the podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm good with September 26th. If everyone else is.
For me.
September 6 is a go.
Does it work for you, Daisy?
I should be good. I'm actually going to be moving to a different state the week of, but I'll make sure I finish the anime and movie beforehand.
Sounds good.
Okay, so possible silly question. How do you spell that?
Mirai.
Yes.
Thought so.
I had a brain
Kept bringing
on
out
Netflix.
Maria. I'm like, Maria.
I almost switched the I and the A, and I was like, I'm literally looking at it, and this is why I'm on medication. Because my brain is like, herder, what are we doing?
There, I posted the links in the, if you're on YouTube, on the YouTube chat for Food Wars and for Mirai, which will be, well, I'm sure that's
Food
like Mirai,
porn.
but
Perfect.
you know what I mean.
This is gonna
Food
be
porn.
very inappropriate, and then very probably heartwarming. So
Probably.
Heartwarming.
Well,
Food
I've
porn.
seen some reviews. We'll see about that.
Uh-oh.
see.
Oh shit.
And it's literally on Netflix as TVMA, so
Yep.
that's why I said not safe for work.
I'll have to determine by the next podcast if it's gonna be a mature one or not.
Do
Yeah.
not watch this
It
with your
will.
kids.
Probably be mature.
We're fine. We're not showing any titties.
True.
Not yet.
This
Not
time.
yet. It's Mardi Gras, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
That time she was not censored. So
Oh man. Which testament, by the way?
Don't
God.
ask.
I hate all of us and love all of us.
Oh gosh. All right. So we're gonna watch Food Wars and we're gonna watch Mirai. September
Both on
26th, we'll meet back up and review it.
Thanks for
Review.
hanging out.
Thanks for
Yeah,
hanging
watch-
out, everyone.
Watch
Hope
these
you-
animes.
Yes.
Square.
So good.
Exactly. And be sure to go to talkanimetome.com
Yes.
Check us out.
if you
And
want.
check out our YouTube channel if you aren't already on it, because we have other videos that aren't just this. And
Yeah.
I promise you, it's not just one.
Yeah. It's not
Another
just
one.
this one.
There's more.
So
We have
more.
a 3-year back
subscribe.
catalog. Go listen.
Please listen. We have been talking about anime for a while.
yes. I mean, this is episode 30. We do it once a month. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Look at
I was
that.
adopted into this group, so
Hell yeah.
yeah, listen to Mom and Dad and Dad.
Dad and dad.
Like an 80s sitcom.
Mom and dad and dad.
Mom and Dad and Dad.
It all started when my parents met. And then they met this other guy. And then they had me.
so basically, what we're saying is, if you like what you've heard, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't like, comment, and
Please
subscribe.
like, comment,
Absolutely.
subscribe.
Yes.
And tell us what you liked or didn't like about
Yes, please.
you know,
Absolutely.
this
We are
in the comments.
open to
Did you agree
change.
with us? Did you disagree with us? Change our minds, because someone tried to change our minds about Happy Sugar Life, and they were almost mildly successful.
Almost.
had
They had good points, but they were overwritten. Anyway, thank you all
Tell
for
us we're
joining
wrong.
us.
Yes.
We will see you next month. We'll talk
See you
to
next month, everyone.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Every single
Stream it.
time I actually